Sleep is an essential pillar of health, and as people grow older, the ability to get uninterrupted rest becomes increasingly vital. Yet many couples maintain the long-standing tradition of sharing a bed, often at the cost of their own well-being. What many fail to recognize is that sleeping separately is not a sign of relationship deterioration, but rather a practical and at times necessary adaptation to the realities of aging. Sleep disturbances are far more common in older adults. Whether it's waking up multiple times to use the restroom, experiencing joint pain, or dealing with the unpredictable tossing and turning of a partner, these small interruptions add up. The ability to get deep restorative sleep becomes compromised, leading to exhaustion, irritability, and even long-term health problems. In such cases, maintaining a separate sleeping arrangement can be one of the most effective ways to ensure that both individuals wake up refreshed rather than fatigued from a restless night. Beyond the basic necessity of sleep, health conditions play a significant role in whether or not couples should share a bed. Many older individuals suffer from ailments such as arthritis, sleep apnea, or restless leg syndrome, all of which can make nighttime particularly uncomfortable. Some require medical devices like PAP machines, while others may be sensitive to even the smallest disruptions. By choosing to sleep separately, couples can avoid the stress of disturbed sleep and instead focus on managing their health in the best way possible. But this shift is not just about physical health, it is also about personal well-being. When people are young, there's often an assumption that closeness equates to love, that sharing every moment, even the discomfort of a shared bed, is a requirement of intimacy. Yet, as the years go by, personal space becomes more valuable. The need to have a restful night without compromise allows individuals to wake up more energized, more patient, and ultimately more present in their relationships. And one of the most overlooked aspects of separate sleeping arrangements is that rather than diminishing connection, they can actually strengthen it. A well-rested individual is far more likely to be affectionate, patient, and engaged. And when a couple experiences nightly disturbances, resentment can quietly build, small frustrations turn into larger grievances. A solution is not to force togetherness at all costs, but rather to recognize that a fulfilling relationship is built on a foundation of mutual care, not outdated norms. There is also a mental component to consider. Sleep is when the brain heals, processes emotions, and restores cognitive function. The rest doesn't just make people tired, it makes them emotionally fragile, more prone to anxiety, and less capable of handling daily stress. As individuals age, maintaining mental clarity becomes just as important as preserving physical health. Granting oneself the space to sleep without disruption allows for better emotional regulation and a greater capacity to handle life's inevitable challenges. Then there's the simple reality of aging. Our needs change, our bodies shift, and what once worked in youth may no longer be practical in later years. Clinging to traditions that no longer serve us does not make a relationship stronger. Rather, the willingness to adapt to new circumstances is a sign of wisdom and mutual respect. If sleeping apart means waking up happier, healthier, and more in tune with each other's needs, then the question isn't why separate, but rather, why resist something that benefits both partners? Ultimately, the decision to sleep separately is not about creating distance. It's about making room for better health, stronger connections, and a more fulfilling shared life. Sleep is one of the most fundamental aspects of human health, yet it is often one of the most overlooked. While people focus on exercise, nutrition, and mental well-being, they frequently disregard the critical role that uninterrupted sleep plays in overall functioning. The human body is designed to go through specific sleep cycles that allow for recovery, cognitive processing, and emotional regulation. Yet modern lifestyles and environmental factors constantly interfere with this natural process, leading to long-term consequences that go far beyond mere tiredness. Yet one of the most significant impacts of uninterrupted sleep is its role in physical health. A body undergoes a complex series of reparative processes during deep sleep, from muscle tissue repair to the release of growth hormones that aid in cellular regeneration. And when sleep is continuously interrupted, these processes remain incomplete, leading to higher levels of inflammation, slower recovery times, and a weakened immune system. Over time, chronic sleep disturbances increase the risk of conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure, which are often preventable with consistent, high-quality rest. Beyond physical recovery, sleep is essential for cognitive function. The brain is constantly processing, organizing, and consolidating information throughout the day, and it requires deep sleep to store and structure these memories effectively. Interrupted sleep fragments this process, leading to decreased problem-solving skills, impaired judgment, and difficulty retaining information. Those who experience frequent disruptions may find themselves struggling with concentration, decision-making, and even basic problem-solving tasks, which can have severe consequences in both professional and personal settings. Emotional stability is another crucial factor linked to uninterrupted sleep. The regulation of emotions depends heavily on the brain's ability to process experiences and manage stress, which primarily occurs during deep sleep stages. Sleep deprivation and interruptions have been shown to increase irritability, anxiety, and depressive symptoms, making individuals more emotionally reactive and less resilient to daily stressors. Over time, these disruptions can create a cycle in which lack of sleep leads to heightened emotional distress, which in turn makes restful sleep even more difficult to achieve. A lesser known but equally important aspect of uninterrupted sleep is its impact on metabolic function. The body's ability to regulate hunger, energy storage, and insulin sensitivity is closely tied to sleep quality. Poor interrupted sleep can lead to increased cravings for high-calorie, carbohydrate-rich foods due to the disruption of hormonal balance, particularly ghrelin and leptin, which regulate appetite. This not only contributes to weight gain, but also increases the risk of metabolic disorders that can further complicate an individual's health in the long term. Another major consequence of disrupted sleep is the effect on cardiovascular health. The heart and circulatory system depend on consistent sleep patterns to regulate blood pressure and reduce stress on the arteries. But each time sleep is interrupted, the body experiences a spike in stress hormones such as cortisol, which when prolonged can lead to hypertension and other cardiovascular complications. Studies have shown that individuals with chronic sleep disturbances are at a significantly higher risk for heart disease and stroke, making uninterrupted sleep a non-negotiable factor in long-term health. The modern world has introduced numerous barriers to achieving uninterrupted sleep, with technology playing a major role in this disruption. Artificial light from screens, constant notifications, and irregular sleep schedule interfere with the body's natural circadian rhythm, making it more difficult to enter and maintain deep sleep. Additionally, lifestyle factors such as late night work, excessive caffeine consumption, and inconsistent bedtime routines further contribute to broken sleep cycles, which have cumulative effects on well-being. The importance of uninterrupted sleep is particularly evident in aging populations, where sleep quality naturally declines. Older adults often experience more frequent awakenings due to medical conditions, hormonal changes, and decreased melatonin production. Because of this, maintaining an environment that minimizes disruptions becomes crucial in cognitive function, physical health, and emotional stability in later years. For many, making intentional adjustments to their sleep routines can drastically improve overall quality of life. Sleep environments themselves play a pivotal role in ensuring uninterrupted rest. The noise pollution, temperature fluctuations, and an uncomfortable mattress can all contribute to frequent wake-ups throughout the night. Creating an optimal sleep environment by investing in blackout curtains, maintaining a cool and consistent temperature, and eliminating unnecessary noise can make a significant difference in overall sleep quality. Small adjustments, such as limiting screen time before bed or using white noise machines, can have profound effects on the ability to maintain deep, uninterrupted sleep cycles. Uninterrupted sleep also has a direct impact on social relationships and interpersonal interactions. Individuals suffer from frequent sleep disruptions, often experience decreased patience, reduced empathy, and increased mood swings, all of which affect their ability to engage positively with others. Sleep deprivation creates an emotional strain that can lead to misunderstandings, unnecessary conflicts, and difficulty maintaining meaningful connections, and making it essential for both personal and professional relationships to prioritize restful nights. Another critical aspect of uninterrupted sleep is its influence on long-term neurological health. Studies have consistently shown that poor sleep quality is a major contributor to cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. The brain undergoes a process known as glymphatic clearance during deep sleep, where it removes toxic waste that accumulates throughout the day. And when this process is interrupted, harmful proteins and plaques build up, accelerating cognitive deterioration and increasing the likelihood of memory-related disorders in later life. Perhaps one of the most overlooked consequences of interrupted sleep is its effect on overall life satisfaction. Those who consistently experience deep, uninterrupted sleep report higher levels of happiness, greater productivity, and an enhanced ability to handle daily challenges. Quality sleep is not just a passive state of rest, but an active contributor to a fulfilling and successful life, making it imperative to take the necessary steps to protect and optimize this crucial physiological function. Health is one of the most valuable assets a person can possess, yet it is often taken for granted until discomfort or illness arises. The way we manage our bodies, our daily habits, and even the spaces in which we live all contribute to our overall being. Comfort, though sometimes dismissed as a secondary factor, plays a crucial role in maintaining physical and mental health. And when the body is subjected to persistent discomfort, whether from stress, poor and unhealthy lifestyle, it begins to deteriorate in ways that are often subtle at first, but increasingly severe over time. One of the most direct ways that comfort impacts health is through the quality of sleep. The human body requires deep, restorative sleep in order to heal, regulate hormones, and maintain cognitive function. A poor sleeping environment, whether due to an uncomfortable mattress, excessive noise, or improper room temperature, can lead to sleep disturbances that accumulate over time. Chronic sleep deprivation weakens the immune system, increases stress levels, and raises the risk of conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, highlighting the necessity of a sleep-friendly environment. The role of sensory input in maintaining comfort and health is often underappreciated. Excessive noise, harsh lighting, or overwhelming visual clutter can create unnecessary stress and fatigue. The brain processes sensory information constantly, and when overwhelmed by stimuli, it struggles to maintain focus and relaxation. Creating an environment with calming colors, soft lighting, and minimal auditory distractions can significantly enhance both physical and mental well-being, promoting a greater sense of ease and control over one's surroundings.